Tesla planning to invest some $5 billion in a possible Chinese factory. This is a nice Bloomberg scoop. It's according to a person familiar with the situation. And this, of course, comes at probably an inopportune time because of the trade war in the U.S., which makes establishing production in China more imperative for the electric car pioneer. So I'm not sure whether it's actually a supply chain problem or whether building a factory in China gives it the edge, because then it can export to the region if trade concerns were to escalate. Joining us now is Bloomberg's Asia News Desk editor, Emma O'Brien in Beijing, who can kind of, cut through the noise to make sense of all of this. So, Emma, is this a good move or is it a bad move? It's not to supply parts, right? Is it to actually build cars in China that then they can export regionally?
Yeah, that's right. It is to build entire cars, Model S sedans in China. It has sort of been speculated about and in train since before the trade war really heated up. But Elon Musk didn't really seal the deal to build this factory in Shanghai until a week after that first round of tariffs from the Trump administration on $34 billion worth of Chinese imports came into force. So it did look as though Tesla was acting on that because the cost of exporting its cars to China increased when China retaliated against that Trump move. So it does look as though they are trying to really secure that local manufacturing base in what is their second largest market in the world.
Emma, talk to me a little bit about, financing. Do you think, or are we, in our reporting, do we think that they're going to Chinese money to help finance this, or is it money from abroad?
Well, that's our understanding, that they will try and finance at least part of this within China, which is quite intriguing. It's a big amount of money, as you've said, $5 billion. Tesla has under $4 billion in free cash at the moment. So I guess they'll try and do this via loans. Elon Musk has said he doesn't want to issue any new shares or bonds. So I guess they might look to loans to do this. But it is quite interesting that they will try and tap the local market here to build this factory.
I think Emma, you just hit the heart of the matter, which is they really don't want to dilute and issue new bonds and new equity. How does this fold into state-owned enterprises? If they do loans, is Mr. Musk looking for some form of traditional foreign JV, or is he looking for some linkage that literally makes it a state-owned enterprise?
Our understanding is that he really wants to go it alone here in China. It's been a big point with him that he doesn't want investment.
Emma, you just told me he doesn't want to do bonds and stocks. You sound like Elon Musk on a conference call. He can't have it both ways. Which way does he want it?
Well, in terms of, I guess, ownership stake in the factory is what I mean. He wants to sort of own it outright. But yes, if you are going to raise the money here in China, then it does open the prospect of state-owned enterprises, state-owned banks, state-owned other entities being involved. That is a factor.